Okay, bold and beautiful fans, buckle up because this is not just a love triangle. This is manipulation. Stolen letters, secret kisses, emotional meltdowns, and a ticking time bomb that could blow up everything. One wrong move, one impulsive decision, and suddenly a relationship that seemed solid is hanging by a thread. And trust me, by the name this plays out, someone is going to regret a choice they can't undo. So, here's what's going on the bold and the beautiful. Electra thinks Will is betrayed her. Will thinks Electra has moved on with RJ. And in the middle of all this chaos, Ivy Forrester quietly pulling strings like a mastermind, determined to protect her niece at any cost. It all started when Electra wrote Will a heartfelt letter, hoping to clear the air, but the letter mysteriously vanished. Instead, jewelry was planted in its place, making it look like Will was sending some kind of message. Daphne later realized she actually saw Ivy take that letter. Yes, Ivy intercepted it. Meanwhile, Will walks in at the worst possible moment and sees RJ kissing Electra. From his perspective, it's game over. From Electra's perspective, Will choose Dylan over her. Miscommunication spirals out of control. Hard feelings turn into distance. And Dylan, she's right there, comforting Will while he's vulnerable. Now we have got Ivy pushing RJ to pursue Electra, Dylan inching closer to Will, and Daphne sitting on a secret that could destroy Ivy's entire scheme. Let's really break this down because these emotional layers here are wild. Ivy truly believes she's doing the right thing. In her mind, Will keeps disappointing Electra. He's unreliable. He's messy. He even allowed another woman to stay close enough to cause tension. So Ivy convinces herself that stepping in isn't manipulation, it's protection. But here's the problem. The second you start stealing letters and planting evidence to control a situation, you have crossed a serious line. Daphne is the wild card here. She sees what Ivy did. She knows that letter didn't just disappear. And when she confronts Ivy, you can feel the tension. Ivy doesn't deny caring about Electra. She doubles down. She basically warns Daphne to stay out of it. That's when you know this isn't just concern anymore, it's control. On the romantic side, things get even more complicated. Archie genuinely seems to care about Electra. He feels protective. He regrets kissing her before and respects her boundaries. But Ivy encourages him not to give up. She tells him to hang in there, suggesting Electra would benefit from someone like him. That's subtle. Manipulation again, nudging him into position while Will is emotionally isolated. Now shift to Will. He confides in Dylan about seeing RJ kiss Electra. He's hurt, confused, and honestly spiraling. Dylan blames herself for the tension, but Will insists she's not at fault. Still, she's there. She's close. She's comforting him. And when someone feels rejected, comfort can turn into something else very quickly. The dangerous part, Will thinks Electra has already moved on. He believes she chose another man. That belief frees him emotionally, at least in his mind. So if he seeks comfort with Dylan, he'll justify it as coping. But what happens if later finds out it was all Ivy's setup? That Electra never meant to push him away? That the kiss with RJ wasn't some grand betrayal? That's where regret comes crashing in. The fallout here could be explosive. If Daphne exposes Ivy's stolen letter, everything changes instantly. Electra would realize Will never stood her up intentionally. Will would realize Electra didn't choose RJ over him, and suddenly the entire breakup becomes a tragic misunderstanding, fueled by interference. But then, it might be too late. If Will crosses a line with Dylan in a moment of pain, that's not something you can just erase. Even if it's impulsive, even if it's fueled by heartbreak, secrets have a way of surfacing on this show. And if Will tries to cover it up, asking Dylan to stay quiet, maybe offering her security or opportunities in exchange for silence, that only digs the hole deeper. And let's not ignore the possibility of bigger consequences. A single emotional night could spiral into something permanent. If Dylan develops deeper feelings, or if something life changing comes out of that impulsive decision, Electra and Will's reunion could come with a shadow hanging over it forever. Ivy, meanwhile, risks losing everything. Her relationship with Electra could shatter if her manipulation is revealed. RJ could feel used. Even Daphne could turn against her fully. All of this because Ivy believed she knew what was best. Honestly, this is peak soap drama, and I love how messy it is. The misunderstanding isn't random, it's calculated. Ivy's intentions may come from love, but the execution is ruthless. You don't get to control someone's romantic life just because you think you are protecting them. That never ends well. And Will, I get why he's hard. Seeing someone you love kissing another person is brutal, but reacting impulsively could be the biggest mistake of his life. Pain doesn't justify self sabotage. If he moves forward with Dylan out of revenge or loneliness, he's going to wake up with regret. Dylan's position is tricky too. She might genuinely care about Will, but stepping in while he is vulnerable, that's complicated territory. And if she ends up holding a secret that could destroy him, that's a heavy burden. This whole storyline is basically a domino effect. One stolen letter set everything in motion. And now, every character is making emotional decisions based on false information. So now, I've got to ask you, if the truth about Ivy's manipulation comes out, should Electra forgive her? And if Will makes a move with Dylan before learning the truth, does Electra owe him another chance? Or would that be the final nail in the coffin? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I know this one has fans divided. Are you Team Will and Electra, hoping they fix this? Or do you think Archie or Dylan might be the better match long term? If you love breaking down every twist, secret, and emotional explosion from the bold and the beautiful, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next. Because if there's any one thing we know for sure, secrets never stay buried for long. And when this one explodes, it's going to change everything.